It's time for our daily dose of cope, and we have Eli Trunkston filling in for the Leopards at the Leopards News Network, a serious anchor for serious times. There are so many stories to get to today. One story that is buzzing all throughout Reddit. MAGA beekeeper admit Trump's tariffs have cost him half his business. I never thought I was going to lose this much money this fast, the beekeeper told CNN. I'll dive deeper into the full article, but y'all needed to see this. This man, this beekeeper right here says, this is pushing me left. Beekeeper who voted for Trump 3 times hit hard by economy. A beekeeper who voted for Trump every chance he got expressed regret over his choice in the most recent election. North Carolina farmer Jim Hartman, who operates Secret Garden Bees, told CNN that he voted for Trump all 3 times, but he's not sure he would have made the same decision in November if he knew what the president's tariffs and funding cuts would do to his honey business. I never thought I was going to lose this much money this fast, Hartman said. Hartman said he could lose half his annual income due to Trump's tariffs and Elon Musk cuts to the federal budget, saying nearly half of his business comes from selling honey to the government to use at food banks and in schools throughout the Department of Agriculture that was suddenly ended. The thing is, they said that they were going to do these tariffs. They said that they were going to do all of these cuts. Why did they continue to vote for him, especially since he voted for him the first go round when the tariff policy came through? He's losing a lot of money and he deserves it. Now, for some of these very unserious comments, Crafty Principal says that must really sting. Loving My Thunder Gut says got caught up in the hive mind. Nitrous Oxide says, oh, behave. Moist Donald says he lost half of his beesiness, sad buzzing sounds. T-Bird says, oh, beehive. Comprehensive Pen says, Trump is great for beesness, believe me. Silver Nail says, yeah, I hope this guy stops droning on about his woes. Crazy Legs Ryan says, you know he won't, honey. Gerpar says, I mean, how bad could it possibly be? And then finally, Hosney says he can find work. There's a real buzz in the shoe factory jobs Trump keeps talking about. Very unserious, very, very lovely though. So back on April 9th, Donald Trump made this Truth Social post saying, this is a great time to buy. All caps, exclamation points. And I'm totally sure that there was no market manipulation where his cajillionaire friends could go in and buy slumping stocks. I'm totally sure that they didn't do that. But people who were just regular MAGA folks that didn't have extra money for that, they had some things to say underneath this post. MAGA voted to hurt other people, but now that their pocketbook is being hurt, now they're like, I'm done with you. Like Mark says, I'm done with you. My retirement is ruined, and so are millions of others. Easy for you to sit on your billions and tell us everything will be okay while our world blows up. Trump derangement syndrome isn't on the left. Clearly, it's you. Republicans will likely never win an election again. I never thought I'd give up on Republicans, but you accomplished that for me. You claim to know how real Americans feel, but you are detached from reality. We got Fox Dot saying, no way we are buying into this clown car of a market. I regret the day we ever voted for this mess. Not we, you MAGA people. My whole extended family feels the same. We had a great retirement until you wrecked our lives. You aren't man enough to say you made a mistake. Resign. Y'all know that's not happening. Charlotte, start making tariff deals now. We can't afford to buy stocks because you've decimated our union workers' pension funds, kids' education savings funds, 401k retirement, U.S. corporation values who employ us. Kadan Nabi says, great time for you and your millionaire buddies. The rest of us are struggling to buy groceries. Shul Bitsu says, I can't even afford to buy a steak because of the past 4 years. Buying anything is out of the question. I had 0 credit card debt before the past 4 years. Now I can't make it to the end of the month without them. I don't know where eggs, gas, etc. is going down, but it sure isn't in California. Gas has been going up. Kai says, middle-class America probably can't afford buying now. Some of us live day to day off our 401k. Some of us have plans to pay for our daughter's wedding and to upgrade our house using our 401k. You should realize middle class America is really affected by this. Now, that's kind of specific. Some of us have plans for our daughter's wedding and plans to upgrade our house using our 401k. That's kind of specific, probably specific to Kai, but we understand, some of us. Jiggy says, at least take this actions in ways that it will benefit people at large and not from a place of ego. You're messing things up too fast, sir. How do you expect us to buy with all these trade wars with every country? We can't. And y'all knew that this was coming because he said tariffs were coming. And obviously with all these tariffs, that was going to create a trade war. But you still high-fived it like, yes, tariffs, let's go. Let's go, America. Let's go be isolationists and make sure all of our allies can't stand us and make sure everybody boycotts America. Yay. So this is a MAGA person that's a small business owner saying, please effing help. I'm a small business and run an Etsy store. There is nowhere else I can source a supplier other than China on such short notice, and I have a contract. What am I effing supposed to do? I bought up as much inventory as I could before the increased tariffs go into effect, but I can only hold out for a couple of months before I have to massively raise prices. This is not effing fair. This is not fair. They gave me no chance to prepare for this. I'm absolutely screwed if they don't eliminate these tariffs. I didn't effing vote for President Trump to do this to us. I just wanted to secure the border, deport all the illegals, and get rid of all the trans and woke garbage. President Trump, please help us. We're not going to make it. You did vote for this because he said that he was going to do tariffs, and you wanted to get rid of and hurt other people. All of the woke garbage, meaning colored folks having jobs. You wanted to get rid of trans people. Like, where are they supposed to go? Deporting all the illegals, meaning deport all of the people that work here and there's not all of these people out here running rampant doing illegal stuff. But you got hurt in the process because he did say he was doing the tariffs. So you voted to hurt your own business, sir. So this person hones in on an Etsy store and says, stopped reading. And then this person at the bottom says, woke sends its regards. Yes. Concept of a thought. Concept of a prayer. I don't know what news organization this comment is from, but this woman says, my niece owns a restaurant. She and her husband enthusiastically voted for Trump. I gently explained to them what tariffs will do to their business, primarily food costs. They become very quiet. I felt I had to warn them as they may not be in business a year from now. Incredibly painful. Yes, I feel the pain. I has a hurt right here. Now, finally, I'm going to do a set of tweets from Showworth. So we'll just call her Show. So Dan wanted to know who you voted for and why. And Show says, because I believe in his policy, immigration, energy, and building our military back. End the wars and leave abortion up to the states by the voters who live there. So that's why Show voted. So Paula says, take care of our own citizens and veterans. Why do illegals get free healthcare, free tuition, free housing when my seniors get $23 a month in food stamps? And to that, Show says, we live on SSI and get $76 a month for the two of us. Pretty sad that we have to choose between our medication and food. My husband just got denied by humans for his lupus medication and had to tell the pharmacy to put it back while illegals get everything. So right here, she's telling us that she is on SSI, not getting very much money and needing medication. This is foreshadowing something bad that's coming. Show says, I voted for Trump and not going to say I'm not scared. I'm almost ready to retire and lost 35% of my retirement in a week. My husband is living on life-saving medication that comes from China, and we have already been having a hard time with Biden inflation. I'm pretty scared. And then she says, well, I'm a Panican. I don't have the money to pay for medication and food as it is. Unless you're giving the tariff money back to the Americans, you need to stop this mess. Because these people still refuse to understand, which we told them that tariffs were going to be paid for by us. And what's crazy is so many of our meds come from China and India. So lots of people who are poor are going to have a hard time. They're going to have to choose medicine or rent. All right, everybody, chime in. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
This is Charles Schwab. It's not just a company, it's actually an individual. And he made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad, because he's in financials. I've always been
Oh, things are bad, 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 about to get sadder. Don't be glad, glad, glad. We should be mad. We're going down, down, down. We're all gonna drown. We'll all be poor, poor, poor. But wait, here's some more. We're all in debt, debt, debt. And you can bet it will get worse, worse, worse. And yes, we're all cursed. We are all broke, broke, broke. And it's such a joke, cause there's no hope, hope, hope. And no one can cope. We are all doomed, doomed, doomed. Nothing's improved. Don't even try. Just give